The Back Porch USA, That's My Tune, is brought to you by Anchor FM, your all-in-one podcasting resource. Well, hey there, I'm Luke Eller, and you're listening to The Back Porch USA, TBP-USA. That's right. Welcome to the weird, the wild, the bizarre, the odd. And tonight, it's Watermeloan and Freaky-Deaky-Ding-Dong-Ditch. Let's get this kicked off. Over in Louisa, Virginia, two robbers, one of whom was Justin Rogers, attempted to rob the Sheetz convenience store while 4 sheets to the wind themselves. Justin Rogers is being charged with masked robbery. But the thing is the two of them took the time to carve out their masks from watermelon rinds and don them like helmets. The picture will be posted on my Facebook page, facebook.com/The Back Porch USA. These two are the biggest dumbasses, but they're geniuses at the same time. One of them is still on the run, while Justin is being charged for the robbery. Such a waste of a watermelon. Could have gone for making a whop. I mean, I'm just saying. Anyways, after this message, I'll be right back, and you'll continue listening to the Freaky-Deaky-Ding-Dong-Ditch. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started. Welcome back to the Back Porch USA. Now, before I start with my next segment of the story, I just want to say that this week's winners will be announced next Thursday. I guess the person that gets it right will be the winner, obviously. Otherwise, if nobody gets it right, the closest person will get a runners-up mention at least. But, moving on to Freaky-Deaky-Ding-Dong-Ditch. Folks, this is what you've been waiting for. Imagine waking up to 2 men holding machetes, standing at your bedside. That happened to one man in Australia. When 2 men were hired to enter and search a premises for a man named Kevin. Both men carrying machetes. Now it turns out the person that got their house broken into got a pair of fucking balls. I gotta tell you that right now, because they just called out. They thought it was their buddy there to make coffee, and they call out, "It's too early, bugger off, mate." However they speak in Australia. But eventually, the man turns on the light, and there are these 2 guys standing there with machetes. And they're like, seriously, in quotes, "Are you sure you're not Kevin? As we were to come to this address and pick up Kevin." At that point, I think well, at least here in America, these motherfuckers would be dead. You don't walk into somebody's house holding machetes looking for anybody without catching a bullet. That's at least my opinion. But upon realizing the mistake, the owner of the house and these 2 men shook hands, The one said, "Sorry, mate," and they left. They just left. Where they went is to Kevin's actual address, where they found Kevin waiting for them. Now, what they got hired to do to Kevin is a whole nother story. They get to the address to collect $5,000 to tie the man up, tied up in his underwear, and molest him with a broom handle. But instead of any of this happening, I guess the would-be guests of honor, shall we say, instead demanded that the client, Kevin, cook them breakfast, and then they took a nap until the police showed up an hour later. In the end, nobody got charged with any crimes. All charges were dropped. Judge saw nothing wrong with it. I see something completely wrong with the whole thing. Now, if you're that damn desperate to haul off and ask strangers to come into your house while you are in your underwear to tie you up, you need to seek help. There are phone numbers that you can call that will give you this help. Honestly, you don't have to suffer anymore. To those of you who are looking to collect money, there are easier, more rational ways, like get a job. I didn't say that, though. That's all I got for you today. Remember, next week I will be announcing this week's winner. It was a fantasy to be tied up in their underwear and molested with a broom. That's all I got for you, folks. I love you. I'll catch you on the flip side. With that being said, folks, thank you for tuning into the Back Porch USA and for your continuing support. It's awesome. I love you guys. You can reach out to me with a voice message here on Anchor FM on the homepage for TBP-USA. You know it, the Back Porch USA. You can also contact me via email, thebackporchusa@gmail.com, with your feedback, stories, ideas, and #meatburger moments. Again, I love you all. Thank you. Have a good night.